Hey guys, I wanted to share with you my Disney binder. I just changed my Disney binder over from the one that you probably saw in our old videos to our basically 2015 binder. As you know, we want to take some trips in 2015 and we're currently saving all of our pennies to do so. So I think the best way to do it is to get some sort of binder. My one that I had before was exactly like this, but it was blue sparkly and it actually reminded me of Cinderella's slipper. But this one I actually had some vinyl left over, so I just put a little Mickey Mouse on it. And it's something that I'll kind of keep with me, you know, kind of how I keep like my calendar and my Christmas binder and my kids binders, you know, just something that kind of stays, you know, with me kind of throughout the year. So this is how I have mine set up. By no means should you set yours up this way, but this is how I have mine set up. By no means am I saying that you should have yours set up this way, but these are the free Disney maps. These are the ones we got in 2014. I will be requesting another one in 2015 because I believe you can get one free per year. And then this is the information packet that they send you when you book a vacation. And it normally has, you know, the cool magnet here with important dates to remember. This gives you your fast pass times, when you can start doing your dining, when you can do your online check-in, last time to customize your magic bands, and then it gives you like personalized information on your stay based on the type of tickets that you've gotten, the type of dining you've gotten, where you're staying, all that stuff. And then here I just kind of, this is how I have it set up for me. It was totally different the last trip, but this is what I feel is going to work better. So I have our reservations and tickets, and this is basically like all of our resort information, our tickets, and all of the dining reservations that we have booked so far. Here I have the calendar that your travel agents can get, and it has like the times they're open, parades, fireworks, who has extra magic hours, and this was like 3 or 4 different pages, and I just kind of cut and copied it for the times that we are there. I put this in a little protective sleeve. My itinerary I don't, because that changes a lot. And then we are going to be staying at 2 resorts. We're going to be staying at the Caribbean Beach Resort and Port Orleans Riverside, so I printed maps of both of those resorts here. Our budget. I haven't filled this one in yet, but in here I will put the most recent copy of like our payment and what we owe. If you have a travel agent, she'll send you this. I don't know how it works if you don't, but it basically says like kind of where you're at, you know, what type of plan you have, and it's just, it's really nice. Here is Disney rentals. So right now I have our car rental in here, and I have our stroller rental in here. We are still back and forth if we're going to rent a car, if we're going to drive our own car, but either way I wanted to book them both, you know, just in case. If we were flying, I would also have our grocery delivery confirmation here, but this year that we're driving, we will you know, stop at Target or something down there, and we will be buying a bunch of stuff down there. It'll be totally different than our last trip. And then here I just kind of have like what we're doing, what parks we're going to be at what day, and I just kind of have it like by day, and then I have what park we're going to. And so I have that for every single one, and people often ask, you know, how do you know what park to go to? I use easywdw.com and I use wdwprepschool.com. I use their crowd calendars, and I kind of put the two of them against each other, and I see who says best. We rarely go on extra magic hours because it does make the parks busier. We would much rather have a shorter day with less crowds than a longer day with bigger crowds, because I feel like it's kind of the same thing. So we try to make sure that we go to certain parks on whatever days it's low key, and we learned last time we won't be going to Magic Kingdom on a weekend again unless it's like we have to type thing. Last time I printed out these things, and I just had one extra, so I'm not sure if I'm going to use them or not. If not, I also have I don't use this one, which I found this one on Pinterest, I will be using this one, which I kind of like this format better with the Disney Day Planner, the day, the park, your dining things for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which I highly, we messed this up last time and I want to make sure I get that right. And then your 3 fast passes and their times, notes, and your park hours. Notes could be totally like, you know, what rides you want to ride besides your fast passes, what area of the park you want to be in. So I think we're going to be using this one, but I'm not quite sure yet. But either way, you know, there's multiple ways, and then you can always just do it on pen and paper too. But I mean, I have a printer, so why not print things out? So, you know, I have all the days that were there, and then like certain days there's special events. So I want to get some sort of printable out for the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival, and this one I have for the Star Wars dining and who's at them and how many credits they are and all that stuff. So I printed that here. So anything that pertains to like a certain park or a certain day, I will put that in the you know, behind the little, what do you call it, sheet protector. And then finally I have my packing list, which I have pulled this from www.dwprepschool.com. And we used this last time, and you definitely don't need all of this. Like, I will actually be going through this and sharpening out over the things that we don't need, and kind of, it's nice she has the space because you can kind of add in things that are more personal to your family in here. But I mean, it goes through everything from your water park bag, your park bag, the plain baby stuff, toiletries, clothing, paperwork, food, medicines, and if you're doing a road trip. So, you know, we'll definitely be looking that over. This is FastPass. Currently I have Animal Kingdom. Like, this was given to me by the like children with disabilities type thing that Disney produces, and it kind of tells you, you know, if there's scents or loud noises or flashing lights or bumps or anything that can scare them. So I have that for both Hollywood Studio or Animal Kingdom and Epcot. I don't know what happened to my Hollywood Studios and Magic Kingdom one, but I want to get those in here as well. And I also want to print out a good, you know, fast pass guide. I pretty much know, you know, what really needs the fast passes. But I like to have it there anyways to kind of like, you know, put into perspective which ones I want to get first. And then we just have good tips and information. This is like a Disney dining plan thing that my travel agent sent me a long time ago, and it'll tell you like breakfast, lunch, what you get, who serves breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the type of snacks and things like that. You know, where you can have character dining, private in-room dining, just all kinds of like good information about that. And then here, this is presscoins.com, and this tells you every single press penny machine at Disney World between all of the parks and the hotels. This kind of gets to the hotel area. So I printed that out because my kids truly enjoyed that as a big souvenir for them. And that's just kind of good information that I see. You know, I'm on all of the Facebook sites, all of the websites. I get a lot of their emails. I'm on a lot of their YouTube sites, and it's just nice if you see good information to print it out, because you can bookmark it on your computer, but I always forget, and I like to have this stuff here because I start looking at this thing very often the closer it gets to a trip. And then I put a shopping list here, which, you know, as I start thinking of things that I need, I will put it here. I also want to do like a clothing type thing, like what we're wearing each day, because last time I did plan our outfits by day. All of us were well planned before we even got there, and it was a huge time saver, and it was really nice having everyone kind of matchy because we all kind of knew like what general color or theme someone was wearing if they got lost or anything like that. So I may use these little pockets to do that, but if not, these were in our old Disney binder, so I just kind of moved them here. But either way, I do want to do some sort of clothing, you know, whatever. And then finally in the back here, I have the Disney World book that we got from our travel agent that just has a lot of really good information and pictures and stuff like that on it. So that's our Disney binder for our 2015 trip. Again, like I said, you know, we're still kind of budgeting and paying and trying to see if it's doable, but it's always a good time to, you know, have this here, because, you know, you really want to, I think that you really want to book a trip well over 6 months out, because you want to have that 180-day mark to be able to get all of the dining reservations that you want, because some dining reservations are really hard to get. And if you kind of get it, you know, you get that 6-month mark, then you have time to look at the crowd calendars, figure out what park you want to be at, and then figure out what restaurants to get on what day. You know, the trip that we took in September was our first, well, it was my second trip, but my first trip as an adult. And I didn't think to look at the crowd calendars before, so I just kind of like booked and just thinking, oh, we'll go to this park whatever day. And then I realized that, oh, I need to look at the crowd calendars, and I realized some days just weren't smart, so then we had to change things around, and we ended up missing out on some really good dining reservations that we wish we had gotten. You know, so I think it's really a good idea to have a trip planned 6 months ahead, and then that's just more time that you have to slowly pay on your bill. You know, the good thing about Disney is you pay them $200, and then you can slowly, pay them over time, whether it be with a credit card or with gift cards or however you want to do it. So that's our updated binder. I definitely will be adding to this, and I plan on doing a series each month about what we've purchased for Disney, what's changed in our binder, what are some new fun things happening this month, whether it be our fast passes or whatever, and you know, anything that you want me to go over about Disney. I'm by no means an expert, but I am very OCD and over research, and I'm a control freak, and I like to know every single thing about every little thing, and I find that that makes me a really good Disney planner, because I feel very comfortable when we're there knowing that we don't really have to wait much. We plan everything to a T. I kind of know all the ins and outs now about it, and it's just makes the vacation that much more enjoyable, because sadly Disney vacations aren't ones that you can just go. You really do, to kind of maximize the least amount of time of waiting and making sure that everyone's nice and fed and, you know, getting on plenty of rides. You really do have to just kind of like over schedule, or not over schedule, but over plan, and, you know, make sure you kind of know what you're doing 180 days from now, which is really, really weird. But anyways, we have about 139 days until our next trip, and we're, well, me and my husband are really excited. The kids don't know yet. And we're excited. We're really, really excited to be going again and getting out a new Disney binder. So thanks again for watching, and we will see you guys soon.